Today we're going to talk about subtraction. So first, we're going to start with single and double digit warm up. So for number 1, we have here 9 minus 4. So to solve this problem, we have two methods. The first one is using counters. So when using counters, we're going to have 9 counters at first. Let's say we're going to use red counters. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 counters. So originally we have 9 counters, and we're going to cross out 4 of them. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that means we're going to remove 4 out of 9, and we're going to be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that means we can write here 9. If we cross out 4, then we're left with 5 counters. Okay, now let's go to using the number line. To use the number line, we draw a line, and then let's say, well, the highest number here is 9. So let's say we start here, and we're gonna label this as 9, and probably here we're gonna label it as 10. So 9, we have here 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and so on. So 9 minus 4, first we locate the number 9, so we can find it here. During subtraction, we're going to the left of the number line. Unlike addition, we're going to the right. But here, we're gonna go to the left side. So minus 4, that means we're gonna move 4 spaces to the left. So here we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we end up in number 5. Okay, so this means 9. If we start at 9 and we go back 4 spaces to the left, that is minus 4, then we're gonna end up in number 5. Okay, that's it. So that's how we use counters and also the number line. Moving on to number 2. Now this time we have 12 minus 7. So a while ago we used the counters and the number line. For this time, we're gonna do it vertically. So we have 12 minus 7. So just to recall, 2 here is in the ones place, and 1 is in the tens place. Okay, so So we can see that 2 and 7 are on the same column. However, 2 is smaller than 7. So this is where we use regrouping, or we're going to use borrowing. Okay, so 2 minus 7. So we're going to borrow 1 from 1 on the left side of 2. So 2 becomes 12 and 1 becomes 0. So 12 minus 7, that will give us, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to be left with 5. Okay, well, 0 minus 0 here is still 0, so we don't need to write a 0 there. So now that we finish addition, we're going to use addition to check our answer if it's correct. So we're going to add 5 to 7 to check if we're going to end up getting 12. So here we have 5 plus 7. That will give us 12. So that means our final answer is 5. Now let's move on to number 3. So still we are in single and double digit warm up. So we have here 15 minus 6. So we're going to stack it vertically. So we have here 15 minus 6. So this is similar to number 2. And we're going to borrow 1 again from 1. So this will become 0. And 5 becomes 15. So 15 minus 6. So that will give us, okay, so 15 minus 6. That will give us 9. So here we can check again. 9 plus 6 is equal to 15. So the sum of 9 and 6 gives us 15, and 15 is also here. So therefore, our answer is 9, which is the difference between 15 and 6. Now let's go to number 4. Here in number 4, we have 32 minus 18. So again, we have 2, which is smaller than 8. So we borrow 1 from 3, and 3 becomes 2, and 2 becomes 12. So 12 minus 8, that will give us 4. And 2 minus 1, that will give us 1. Again, let's check our answer. So 14 plus 18. Now 8 plus 4, that will give us 12. We carry over 1. Now we have a new group here, so we're going to add that 3 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, that will give us 3. And there you go. We were able to get back at 32. And our final answer is 14. Now let's move on to number 5. Here in number 5, we have 56 minus 29. So again, we have 6 is smaller than 9. So 5 becomes 4 because we're going to be borrowing 1 from it. And 6 becomes 16. Now 16 minus 9 will give us how much? So 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're gonna end up getting 7. Well, we can also check it while we're doing the subtraction. Well, if we add 9 and 7, will it give us 16? Yes, it will. So that will now be the difference between 16 and 9 is 7. So 4 minus 2 will give us 2. So let's check our answer. So we have here 27 plus 29. So 9 plus 7, that will give us 16. Carry over 1. 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 1, that will give us 56. and 56 is over here. So our final answer is 27. So that's it for the single and double digit warm-up. Now let's proceed to triple digit subtraction. That is letter B. So we have triple digit subtraction. Okay, so let's have number 1, or this time we will continue the numbering for the number of problems that we've been solving. So we end up in number 5, so we will continue to number 6. Here in number 6 we have 456 minus 231. So 6 minus 1 is 5 here in the along the ones place, and we have 5 minus 3 is 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Now let's check our answer. So we have 225, which is our answer. We're going to add it to 231. So 5 plus 1, that will give us 6. 2 plus 3 is 5, and 2 plus 2 is 4. Therefore, we end up getting 456, and our final answer is 225. Now let's move on to number 7. So in number 7, we have 789 minus 345. So 9 minus 5 is 4, and 8 minus 4 is 4. 7 minus 3 here is 4. Okay, 9 minus 5 is 4, 8 minus 4 is 4, and 7 minus 3, we have 4. Now let's check our answer. So we have 444, and we're gonna add up 345. So 4 plus 5, that will give us 9. 4 plus 4 will give us 8. 4 plus 3 will give us 7. Therefore, we end up getting 789. And our final answer is 444. Let's move on to number 8. For number 8, we have here 527 minus 183, or 183. So 7 minus 3, that will give us 4. And notice here that 2 is again smaller as compared to 8. So we make this 12, and 5 becomes 4 because we borrowed 1 from it. 12 minus 8, that will be 4, and 4 minus 1 will give us 3. Now let's check our answer. So we have here 344, which is our answer. We're gonna add it to 183. So 4 plus 3 will give us 7. 8 plus 4 will give us 12. We carry over 1 on top of 3. So 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1, that will be 5. And we have also 527 in our problem. So our final answer is 344. Now let's go to number 9. Here number 9, we have 864 minus 529. So notice that 4 is smaller again as compared to 9. So 4 will become 14, and 6 will become 5. So 14 minus 9 will give us 5. Well, let's try. 9 plus 5 will give us 14, right? Okay, so 5 minus 2 will give us 3. 8 minus 5 will give us 3. Okay, let's check it. So we have 335 plus 529. So 5 plus 9, that will give us 14, carry 1. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. and 5 plus 3 will give us 8. So we have here 864 too. So our final answer is 335. Now let's move on to number 10. So here in number 10, we have 912 minus 678. So, okay, maybe we can write that closer. There you go. So 2 and 8, again, it is a similar situation as before. So 2 will become 12 and 1 will become 0. So 12 minus 8, that will be 4. Now let's check. 8 plus 4, that is 12. And if we go to the next one, we have 0. So 0 is way um, far from 7. I mean, yeah. So 0 will become 10 because we're going to be borrowing 1 from 9 and 9 will become 8. So 10 minus 7 will give us 3 and 8 minus 6 will give us 2. So let's check it. We have here 234 plus 678. So 8 plus 4, that will give us 12. We carry over 1 on top of 3. 7 plus 3, that will give us 10. 10 plus 1, that will give us 11. Carry over 1. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So we have here 912. So our final answer is 234. Now let's move on to number 11. So here we have 385 minus 142. So 5 minus 2 is 3. 8 minus 4, we have 4. And 3 minus 1, that will give us 2. Okay, let's check our answer. So we have here 243. We're gonna add up 142. So 3 plus 2, that will give us 5. 4 plus 4 is 8. And 2 plus 1 is 3. Therefore, we can say our answer is correct. That is 243. Moving on to number 12. So we have here 639 minus 285. Okay, so 9 minus 5 is 4. So 3 again is smaller as compared to 8. So 3 will become 13 and 6 will become 5. So 13 minus 8, that will give us 5. Well, 5 plus 8 is 13, so it's correct. And here we have 5 minus 2, that will give us 3. So we're going to check it again. 354 plus 285. So now we have 5 plus 4 is 9. 8 plus 5 is 13. Carry over 1. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. Now we have 639. Now let's move on to number 13. So here we have 291 minus 157. So 1 is smaller than 7, so 1 becomes 11, and 9 becomes 8. So 1 minus 7, or we can also think it this way, like what number are we going to add to 7 to give us 11? And that will be 4. So 11 minus 7 will give us 4. And here we have 8 minus 5 is 3. Again, if we add 3 to 5, that will give us 8. And 2 minus 1 is 1. So let's check that one. So here we have 134 plus 157. So 7 plus 4, that will give us 11. Carry over 1. 5 plus 3 is 8. And 8 plus 1, that will be 9. 1 plus 1 is 2. So we have here 291. And our final answer here is 134. Also for number 12, the final answer is 354. Okay, so that's for number 13. Now let's have more practice. Let's move on to number 14. So here in number 14, we have 743 minus 368. So 3 minus 8, this will become 13, and 4 will become 3. So 13 minus 8, that will give us 5. Let's check. 5 plus 8, that will give us 13. Now we have here 3 minus 6. Well, 3 is smaller than 6, so 3 becomes 13, and 7 becomes 6. 13 minus 6 will give us, so we can say 7. 13 minus 6 is 7. Now let's check. 7 plus 6 will give us 13. Now 6 minus 3, that will give us 3. So let's check our answer. So we have here 375 plus 368. So 5 plus 8, that will give us 13. Carry over 1 on top of 7. So 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 6, that will give us 14. Carry over 1. Now 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 1, that will give us 7. So we have 743 also in our problem. So our final answer, we have 375. Now let's move on to number 15. So we have here 506 minus 254. So 6 minus 4 will give us 2. And here we have 0 minus 5. So 0 will become 10. We're going to be borrowing 1 from 5. So 5 becomes 4. 10 minus 5 will give us 5. And 4 minus 2, that will give us 2. Now let's check it. So we have here 252 plus 254. So 4 plus 2, that will give us 6. And 5 plus 5 will give us 10. Carry over 1. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 1, that will be 506. So we have 506 here, giving us a final answer of 252. Okay, let's move on to number 16. For number 16, we have 872 minus 436. So 12 minus 6, that will give us 6. And 7 will become 6 because we borrowed 1 from it to make 12. Now here we have 6 minus 3 to be 3. And 8 minus 4 is 4. So that is 436. Okay, let's check. So we have here 436 plus 436. So this one here, we're going to add it here. Okay, so 6 plus 6 will give us 12. Carry over 1. Now 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 1, that will give us 7. And 4 plus 4 will give us 8. So we can also see 872 here. Therefore, our final answer is 436. Now let's move on to number 17. So here, number 17, we have 951 minus 789. So 1 is way smaller than 9. Well, 1 is smaller than 9. So we borrow 1 from 5, making it 11. And 5 becomes 4. So 11 minus 9, that will give us 2. Okay, let's check it out. 2 plus 9 will give us 11, right? Okay, the next one here is 4 minus 8. Well, 4 is smaller than 8, so 4 will become 14, and 9 will become 8. So 4 minus 8, 14 minus 8, I should say, is equal to, so that will give us 6. 14 minus 8 is 6. Also, we can say that 6 plus 8 equals 14. 8 minus 7, that will give us 1. Now let's check it. So 162 plus 789. Okay, so 9 plus 2, that will become 11, carry over 1. 8 plus 6 is 14, plus 1, that will become 15, carry over 1. Now 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 plus 1, that will become 9. So we have here also 951. So our answer here is 162. Now more practice, let's move on to number 18. So in number 18, we have 428 minus 195. So 8 minus 5, that will become 3. And here we have 2, so we're gonna make it 12. And 4 becomes 3. So 12 minus 9, that will give us 3. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 3 left. Okay, so 4 will become 3. So 3 minus 1, that will give us 2. So let's check our answer. We have here 233 plus 195. 5 plus 3, that will give us 8. 9 plus 3, that will give us 12. Carry over 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. Therefore, 428 confirms that our final answer is 233. Moving on to number 19. So here in number 19, we have 617 minus 382. Okay, so 7 minus 2, that will become 5. And here 1 becomes 11 and 6 becomes 5. So 11 minus 8, that will give us 3. Oh, let's check it. 3 plus 8, that will give us 11. Yeah, so 11 minus 8 will give us 3. And 5 minus 3, that is 2. So let's check that again. We have 235 plus 382. So 5 plus 2, that will give us 7. And 8 plus 3, that will give us 11, carry 1. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. So there you go, we have 617 also here. And our final answer is 235. Now the last number, we have here number 20. For number 20, we have 394 minus 268. So 4 is smaller than 8, so 4 becomes 14, and 9 becomes 8. So 4 minus 14 minus 8, what number are we going to add to 8 to make it 14? Well, that will be 6. So 14 minus 8 will give us 6. Okay, so here we have 8 minus 6 is 2, and 3 minus 2 is 1. So checking our answer, we have 126 plus 268. Okay, so 8 plus 6, that will give us 14, carry over 1. And 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9, 2 plus 1 is 3. So this one here again confirms that our answer is correct. That is 126. So that ends the triple digit subtraction. Now we're going to move on to 4-digit subtraction. So that will be letter C, 4-digit subtraction. Okay, so for number 1, we have here 1,456 minus 823. Okay, so 6 minus 3 will give us 3. 5 minus 2 will give us 3. However, 4 is smaller than 8, so 4 becomes 14, and 1 becomes 0, so that will give us 14 minus 8, and that will give us 6, right? So 8 plus 6 will give us 14. Now let's check our answer. We have 633 plus 823. Okay, so 3 plus 3 is 6, and 3 plus 2 is 5, and 8 plus 6 is 14. So here we have 1456. So our final answer is 633. Now let's move on to number 2. Here in number 2, we have 3789 minus 1245. Okay, so 9 minus 5 will give us 4, 8 minus 4 will give us 4, 7 minus 2 will give us 5, and 3 minus 1 will give us 2. Now checking our answer, we have 2544. We're going to add 1245. Okay, so if we add these two, we have 5 plus 4 is 9. That's correct. We have 9 here. And 4 plus 4 is 8. That's also 8 over here. 5 plus 2 will give us 7. So this is also 7. And also 2 plus 1 is 3. So we got the exact number over there, giving us, uh, well, confirming the answer to be 2544. Okay, we're going to move on to number 3 of the 3-digit subtraction. So for number 3, we have here 2957 minus 1684. Okay, so 7 minus 4 will give us 3, and 5 will become 15, and 9 will become 8. So 15 minus 8, that will give us 17. So 7 plus 8, that will become 15. Okay, so 8 minus 6 will give us 2, and 2 minus 1 is 1. Now let's check again that one. So 1273 plus 1684. So 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 8 will give us 15. Carry over 1. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 1, that will become 9. Wait a second. So yeah, that is 9. Okay, and 1 plus 1 will give us 2. So 2957 is also here, and our final answer is 1273. Now let's move on to number 4. Here we have 5321 minus 2876. Okay, so in this problem, we can see that 1 is again smaller than 6. So 1 becomes 11 and 2 becomes 1. Okay, so 11 minus 6 will give us 5, right? 11 minus 6 will give us 5. And the 1 over here will become 11, and 3 will become 2. So 1 minus 7, yeah, 1 minus 7, that is 4. 1 minus 7, oh, that would be 11 minus 7. 11 minus 7 will become 4. Well, if you notice here, we have 11 minus 6 is 5. So if we increase 6 to 7 and get the difference between 11 and 7, that will give us 4. Okay, so also 3 becomes 2, and 2 is smaller than 8. So 2 will become 12, and 5 will become 4. 12 minus 8 will give us 4. Okay, and 4 minus 2 will give us 2. So let's check our answer if it is correct. So we have here 2,445 plus 2,876. Now 6 plus 5, that will give us 11, carry over 1, and 7 plus 4, that will become, yeah, what is 7 plus 4? That will become 80, wait a second, it will become 11, and 11 plus 1, that will give us 12, carry over 1. So 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 plus 1, that will become 13, carry over 1. Now 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 1, that will become 5. So there you go, we were able to get 5,321. Yep, and our final answer is 2,445. Now let's move on to number 5. So for number 5, we have here 6,800, so this is a comma here, 6,843 minus 4,598. Okay, so 3 will become 13. So 13 minus 8 will give us 5. Okay, and 4 will become 3 because we borrowed 1 from 4 to make 3 13. Now this time we need to borrow again 1, so 8 will become 7 and 3 will become 13. So 13 minus 9, or what number are we going to add to 9 to give us a 13? That will be 4. So 13 minus 9 is 4. Okay, so we have 7 minus 5 is 2, and 6 minus 4 is 2. So let's check it. So we have here 2,245 plus 4,598. So 8 plus 5 is 13, carry 1, and 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 4, that will become 14, carry over 1. Okay, 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. And 4 plus 2 is 6. And now we were able to get 6,843. So that ends the practice for the 4-digit subtraction. Now, lastly, we're going to move on to 5-digit subtraction. So we're going to label this as letter D. We have 5-digit subtraction. Okay, so number 1, we have here 13,691 minus 1,458. So 1 is smaller than 8, so 1 becomes 11, and 9 becomes 8. Okay, so 11 minus 8. Yeah, what number are we going to add to 8 to give us to 11? That will be 3. So 11 minus 8 is 3. Next, we have 8 minus 5 is also 3. And 6 minus 4 is 2. Okay, and here we have 3 minus 1 is 2 again. And 1 minus 0 is still 1, or we just bring down 1 over here. Okay, so let's check that answer. We have here 12,233 plus we have 1,458. So 8 plus 3 will give us 11, carry over 1, and 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 1, that will give us 9. 4 plus 2, or 2 plus 4, that will give us 6. And also 2 plus 1 is 3, and 1 plus 0 is 1. So we have here 13,691. And our final answer is 12,233. Now let's move on to number 2. So we have here 12,000, 12,854 minus 1,976. So 6 plus 4, that will be, oh, 6 plus 4, I mean 4 minus 8, or 14 minus 8, right? So 5 will become 4 all over here. So 4 minus 6, 4, 5, 6, that will become 8. Okay, 4 minus 7, that's not possible here. So this one will become 7. This one will become 14. So 14 minus 7 will give us still 7. Okay. And the other one is 17 minus 9. So 7, 8, 9, that will give us 8. Okay. And 2 minus 1 is 1. And this will also be 1. So let's check our answer. 11,878 plus 1,976. Okay, so 8 plus 6 will become 14, carry over 1. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 1, that will become 15, carry over 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 8, that will give us 18, right? So 7 plus 7 is 14 plus 1 is 15, carry over 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. Carry over 1. So we have here 1, 2, 3. Wait a second. 18 carry over 1. So 1, 2, 3. And we have here 1. Okay. Wait a second. So we didn't get 12,854. Well, wait a sec. Okay, let's recheck. So 8 plus 6 is 14, carry over 1. And 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 1 will become 15, carry over 1. 9 plus 1, that will become 10. 10 plus 8 will be 18, carry over 1. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that will be 1. Why is it 13,854? So let's check again. So 14 minus 6, that will become 8. Okay. And 5 becomes 4. 14 minus 7 is 7. Okay. And 8 becomes 7. And then 7 is smaller than 9, so we borrowed again 1 from 2. This will become 1. That will become 17. 17 minus 9, that will give us 8. And 1 minus 1 is 0. And 1 minus 0 is 1. Okay, so now let's check our answer. We have here 10,878 plus 1,976. Okay, so 8 plus 6, that will become 14, carry over 1. 7 plus 7 is 14 plus 1, that will be 15, carry over 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 8, that will become 18, carry over 1. Now 1 plus 1 is 2, and 1 is 1 here. So there you go, we were able to get 12,854. And our final answer is 10,878. Okay, so that's basically for the 5-digit subtraction. So once you get the hang of it, or once you have enough practice, this kind of problems will be a lot easier.